7 flashcard games. Watch the video for all 7 or jump to the game that interests you. I will cover how to set up your flashcards, the standard flashcard game, teaching review for letter sounds, flashcard scavenger hunt, flip and say, alphabet order game, match letter sound, and flip and find. Hi families, I just wanted to share with you a few ways that you can play games with our alphabet letters. So what you can do is you can print the list of alphabet cards from our ESGI so they look exactly how they will be when they are tested in the future. And what you can do is you can cut out the squares and make your own little flashcards, or if you don't have access to a printer, you can look at the examples and make your own cards. I'm going to go ahead and cut them and then show you all the different games you can play with your flashcards. This is also a great time where you can have your kid practice using their scissors, of course with guidance. Okay, now I have cut up all 26 letters. So now I can show you some of the games you can play with the flashcards. The first thing you can do with your flashcards is do the old standard flashcard game. What letter is this? N. Good job, you got it right. If they get it right, put it in the pile that they've got that letter. If they get it wrong, then you can put it in a pile that, oh, they still need to work on that. And then that way you can see too how many they have that they know versus how many that they're still working on. Then you can play the round again where you can introduce all the different ones that they are still needing extra practice. This is R. What letter is this? R. Good job. If your kids already know all of their alphabet letters, this is also a great stack that you can use for sounds. What sound does M make? Or you could say, what sound does this letter make? So then they have to think about, ooh, what letter is that? And what sound does it make? Another fun game that you can play with your flashcards would be a scavenger hunt. So you could hide the different cards around your house and they have to look for them. And once they find them, they have to say the letter that it is to be able to take it. So it could just be a fun way to include movement in your flashcard practice. Something else that you could do is lay them all flat on a table and they have to flip it over and say the letter, and if they don't get it right, then it goes right back over. So they get that extra practice and it will motivate them to listen to the correct way to say the letter or the sound for them to be able to earn that card. Another fun game that you can play with your letters is if you mix them all up and the kids have to arrange them in alphabet order. So, where would D go? And where would Y go? Oh, well, Y is all the way at the end. So I'm gonna put it in over here. And where does H go? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. Oh, it goes after D. And then that way they can play and practice getting them in the right order, and then they can check them at the end by singing their alphabet song. Another game that you can play with the sounds or the letters, the letter names, is that you can choose just a few of the options. Maybe not all 26, but let's start with 3. So I'm going to choose D, H, and Y. And I'm going to turn those cards up so that the kid can see what cards they are. Now, I might say a word like duck. Now, I gave an example of what the sound is at the beginning rather than just saying duck, right? I give them a chance to hear the sound before I say the whole word. So, duck. Which card makes that sound? So then they have to look at their cards. And if they're still really stuck before they can choose the correct one, you can go through and give an example of all the sounds that they make. Y. Which one says d? This one, they got it. If they're still stuck and they still can't figure out which one, sometimes I say the word with that sound instead in front of it. So is it huck? No. Is it yuck? No. Is it duck? You got it. So D it makes the sound d, d, and have them practice saying it with you too. If you feel like that 3 is too challenging for them, you can just do 2 options. If you want more of a challenge, give them 10 options, or just increase the number to what you feel like is an appropriate challenge for your kiddo. So again, these are just some fun ways that you can incorporate these cards and get some extra practice at home. Another fun scavenger hunt game you can play with your flashcards is if you flip them all over and lay them all flat on your table, and they pick a card. And when they flip it over, they're gonna say the letter and the sound if they can, and then they have to find an object in your house that starts with that letter or makes that sound. So, oh, I just got an M. Mickey Mouse starts with M. Go find a Mickey Mouse in your house. Or maybe mom. I'll go find mom. And then that way they've earned the card. So these are just some fun games that you can play with your flashcards if you want to challenge your kiddos or have that extra practice outside of class time. So again, you can download these flashcards, or you can just make your own at home. So I hope these give you some ideas of some fun activities you can play with your family. Let me know if you play them and which ones you enjoy the most. Bye.